Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Ashley. I am super excited because today we're going to be doing an all drugstore makeup tutorial. So this is a look that I created using all affordable products, and I have to say that most of these products are like my holy grails, wonderful products that perform better or just as good as high-end products. So it just goes to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a really bomb makeup look. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then definitely keep on watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would help me out so much. And if you'd like to be friends here on YouTube, which I would love to be friends with you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free to do so, and it just helps you find my videos a little bit easier. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So go ahead and get cozy, grab your makeup brushes, get your PJs on, whatever you want to do, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to go in with my Hard Candy Hydrating Grip Primer. This is so awesome. It's a dupe for the Milk Makeup Primer. It has the same color, the same sort of tacky finish that's really going to lock on your makeup and help it to last all day. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and apply it to my skin. Next, for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. I have mine in the shade 21. Now this is a strange product because it looks a little bit gray when you first pump it out, but somehow it really does a good job of canceling out redness. And it gives a nice dewy finish to your skin, and it gives a good medium coverage, I would say. So I'm just blending that out with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I'm going to add a touch more in my nose. That's the really great thing about this product, is that it's so versatile. You can really sheer it out, but you can also build it up and get a pretty good amount of coverage. And like I said, I don't think it really makes my skin look gray. It's the weirdest thing because it looks really gray when you first pump it out, but somehow, even on me, and I have a more olivey undertone, it still looks pretty good. It looks pretty natural and like a pretty good match. And you can see it just gives a very beautiful glowy finish to the skin that I love. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Sand, and I recently have picked up this concealer. Actually, I was a little bit late to the game in trying this, but I've been really enjoying it. I love how much coverage it gives, and I love that it dries down so I am not left with a super tacky or sticky finish. And even though it's matte, it doesn't look very crepey under the eyes at all. It looks really natural, and yeah, it just doesn't really cling to dry spots. It gives really good coverage, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm just taking that on my Morphe M173 brush and patting that in. And I mean, you can see it gives a lot of coverage, which I really like. But again, it doesn't look heavy or cakey under my eye. I actually think I prefer the original Camo Concealer to the hydrating one, which is weird because I have dry skin. But for some reason, the hydrating one looks like too thick on my under eyes. There's something about it that just doesn't sit right. So I have a bit of redness on my nose, so I'm just going to take a little bit there and on any hyperpigmentation I have. And go back over everything with my sponge just to make sure it's really melted into my skin. Okay, so next for my brows, I'm going to take my Milani Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. This is the shade. It's a nice sort of medium to deep cool color. Okay, so next for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with this cute little quad from Flower Beauty. This is their Petal Play eyeshadow quad, and this is in the shade Berrymore. Got some beautiful berry tones in it, and I have been really enjoying it because it's just one of those eyeshadow palettes that you don't have to think about. There's not too much variety, so it's not really going to like overwhelm you or anything like that. And then I'm just going to take this shade right here. I believe it's the shade Breathe, and on a big fluffy brush, I'm going to just start working that into the crease, focusing most of the pigment out here on this outer sort of upper corner. And then once there's less pigment on the brush, I'm going to start sweeping it in towards the tear duct. These mattes are very pigmented and they blend out very easily, and they also build upon themselves very easily. Okay, and then I'm just going to drag that down at an angle. Okay, and then all over the lid, I'm going to take this peachy shimmer shade called Peach, and just on my finger, I'm going to tap that onto the lid. The shimmers aren't super metallic, but for every day they're nice because they're just like a subtle glow. Just taking that same brush, I didn't add any product, and just blending around those edges. And then on a small, sort of dense flat brush, I'm going to take the deepest shade, which is, I believe, Wildflower, I think. It's the deep matte. Tap off the excess and just kind of scribble that around this outer corner by the lash line. Okay, and that's literally it. I'm going to quickly catch this eye up to speed and then I'll be right back. Okay, next, so for highlight, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution x sophx highlighter palette. It's really beautiful and I love mixing the shades in here. So for today, I think I'm going to mix this pinky color with the really white highlight because the pink one's a little bit too dark for me by itself. But since we have a lot of pinks and blushy tones going on, I think it'll look really pretty if we mix it. And it's very, very intense, so beware. But I just love how versatile this palette is because, again, you can mix all of the different shades to kind of customize whatever you want that day. Okay, and then on a tiny little brush, I'm going to take the lightest shade and just use that for my inner corner. For bronzer, I'd like to go with my L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade 01 Light. I'm going to take that on my Real Techniques little fluffy tapered brush, swirl it around, and you can see it's just a beautiful, cool toned color, and it does have a bit of a sheen to it. So I like that when I'm trying to do a more fresh sort of a look, and also since my skin is so pale right now, it really looks more natural. I'm just going to lightly feather that underneath the cheekbones, a little bit around the forehead, under my nose, under my lip, along the jawline. Such a natural, kind of contoury, but not too gray bronzer. And I love the sheen that it gives. It's not sparkly at all, but it just gives you a nice, healthy glow. Next, for blush, I want to go with my Essence The Blush, and this is in the shade Beloved. This is what it looks like. You can see it's a very beautiful poppy pink color. I'm going to take that on my EcoTools stippling brush and just work that onto my cheeks, lightly using circular motions and kind of patting it as well. These blushes from Essence are so good. They're very, very pigmented and they last a long time on the cheeks, and I think they're only like $3. I also really love this one in Bespoke. It's like a bronzy sort of blush and it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's beautiful for more warm tone sort of a look where you don't want to have like a bunch of color on your cheeks, but it still adds like definition. It's really, really pretty. And then with just a clean brush, I'm going to go around those edges a little bit just to make it look the most natural. Stab myself in the eye with this brush. I'm going to take a little bit on my nose and also just gently sweep it across my forehead. Okay, so for lips, I want to go with my Essence lip liner. This one is in the shade 08 Big Proposal. Here's what it looks like swatched. It's a beautiful sort of mauve-y, pinky, nudie lip liner color. I really, really like it. It's a wooden pencil, so it's a little bit more dry, but I find that it actually lasts a pretty good amount of time on the lips, and if you sort of warm it up on your hands and make sure it's nice and sharpened and warmed up, then it's not anything that's going to be like painful on your lips, and they're only like a couple dollars, so I actually really, really enjoy these. It's so hard to line your lips when you've had as much coffee as I have today. My hand's like shaking. Oh my gosh. I really love this color. It's just so natural and pretty. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea because it's more on the pink side, but I really, really like it, especially for a more everyday sort of a look where you just have like bronzer or a little bit of highlighter on your lids, or if you're doing a more berry tone look like this, I just think it works perfectly. It actually kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. So here's Essence right here, and there's Charlotte. Here's Essence, here's Charlotte. They're super close. I mean, they both are that more pinky nude color. Charlotte's a little bit lighter, Essence a little bit deeper, and I will say that the Charlotte one is a little bit more creamy and lasts a little bit longer, but I think on the lips it's going to give you a similar sort of effect. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go with my Maybelline Cream lipstick, and this is in the shade 235 Warm Me Up. This lipstick is so beautiful. It doesn't cling on to dry patches. Even though my lips are very dry, it's very smooth, and I love this color because it's more of like a cool tone sort of pink, but not too cool tone to where it makes you look like you're dead or something. It's just so pretty. Like it's still nude and natural, but it has a little bit of a pop to it that I think is really, really pretty. Here's what it looks like in the tube, what it looks like on the back of my hand. You can see it's a nude, but it is a little bit pink, and it's a little bit more on the cool tone side, I feel. It's just really pretty, and you can see that it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not gonna like dry out your lips, but it's also not too slippery to where it's gonna like slide everywhere around your face like a lip gloss would. So I really, really love that formula and that color. Okay, so to finish up the eyes, I'm gonna hop back into that little, if I can open it, the little eyeshadow quad from Flower Beauty. And I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm gonna take a little pencil brush like this and go back into the first light matte shade we used, tap off the excess, and just start working that under my lash line. And then on a very precise brush, this is my favorite lower lash line brush. This is the Morphe M432. It's just so thin and precise. It's perfect for getting deeper shades really, really, really close to your lashes. So I'm going to take that deep matte red and just start pressing that along the lashes, getting all up in there. And I love doing this because it adds intensity and definition to the lower lash line without it becoming too smoky or too blown out. And don't get me wrong, I love a smoky look, but on like an everyday basis, sometimes I just want something a little bit more controlled. And yeah, that's like basically all I'm gonna do on the eyes. I'm going to tight line with my Wet n Wild Simma Brown Now pencil lightly in between the lashes on this outer third of my eye. Same thing on the top, just really in between those lashes. Alright, I'm gonna curl my lashes using my little Equate lash curler. Alright, so for lashes, let's go in with this e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I actually haven't tried this before, but we're gonna give it a whirl today. I've heard really good things about it. I like this mascara. I wish they had a waterproof version because I feel like that would hold my curl a little bit better. My lashes are super stubborn and just always want to go like down to the ground, so I need a waterproof mascara, but so far I really, really like this. I'll keep testing it out and keep you guys updated. Quickly, I'm just going to go apply some lashes and then I'll be right back to set my face and show you the completed look. Okay guys, I'm back. So to finish up, I'm just going to quickly set my brows, and I'm going to go in with my NYX Control Freak brow gel. It has a really, really big wand, but it is clear, so you don't really have to worry about it like getting all over your face, and it really holds your brows in place all day. I really, really like it actually. It just gives you that nice fluffy effect. Okay, and then to set the face, I'm gonna go with my Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Luminizing Spray. Give it a good shake. And then once everything is almost dry, I'm going to go with my e.l.f. sponge again and just pat everything in. I really like that Flower Beauty spray because it gives your skin a nice, dewy, luminous finish, but it's not sparkly and it's not like super, super intense. It's not as intense as like the Catrice Dewy Spray. I love this one as well. If you have dry skin, this one is great, but if you have more like normal skin or oily skin, or you just don't really want a super, super intense luminosity, then I like the Flower Beauty one because it's a little less intense, you know, but it still really helps melt in all of your makeup and it gives you a nice healthy glow. It's really, really pretty. Okay, let's take down the hair. So yeah guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video and like how it turned out. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite current affordable product? I would love to know, and if I haven't tried it, I'm definitely going to check it out. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you'd like to be friends here on YouTube, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free to do so. It just helps you find my videos a little bit easier, and yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well wherever you are. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you in my next